We have an interesting one today. Obviously, we're going to be opening Overlord. No other reason for this to be here. But the reason it's interesting is I had someone reach out to me. They had thought it was a really good idea to try and sell Weiss Schwarz. First of all, that's wrong. Not a good idea. Second of all, they were able to sell. They got 2 cases total. They were able to sell a full case as a whole, and then they said they sold 1 box. I don't know what was in that box. I don't know if they're telling me the truth, but they offered me a good price on the last 17 boxes because they're kind of over it, which, I mean, is fair. So we're going to see. We're going to see how this goes. We're going to see if we got dupied or if it was just an honest person trying to sell most of a case. So the expected ratios are 3 SPs per case. So we're expecting at least 2. If the person I got this from is honest, we'll see what happens. I don't particularly doubt him, but I doubt everyone in general. So we'll see how it turns out. Maybe we'll get all 3. Maybe we'll get 0. We'll see. But I hadn't had a chance to open Overlord Volume 2 yet, so I figured, fuck it, might as well buy it. And as always, head over to cardpunk.games, best source for sealed product. Definitely check out Instagram, cardpunk.games. And let's get rolling. Alright, first box. Well, let's see how it goes. Alright, so I'm going to get her open. And if you're wondering why this video says full case opening, we're going to be adding in 1 box of my own that was damaged. One of the boxes from the case I've been selling out of. So we'll add that in at the end. Wow, that's pretty good. Alright, first box, we got our 3 pointers. Got that out of the way nice and early. An unsleeved promo card. Coyotes? I'm going to call him Coyotes. I'm going to be honest. That's what I'm going to call him. I think it's like Cocytus. You know what? Now that name's in my head too, I'm just going to call him something today. I don't know what. Interesting to see an unsleeved promo, though. Again, we don't think he did anything with the promo. I just find it interesting to see an unsleeved promo. Things like that happen. Alright, as always, first box, we're going to go through commons and uncommons. And then after that, we'll skip right to the goodies. So, this is our very first pack of Overlord Volume 2. Still no English release confirmed. I'm really hoping to see that confirmed pretty soon. If so, I'm guessing... So, we have English releases out until April right now. Already scheduled. So, I'm guessing late, because it's very early April. Things are scheduled out till... So, I'm guessing late April, maybe at most into July we should see this. I really do. There's no reason for them not to do an English copy. There's our first double rare. I think that's Mare. I think Mare is the male of the twins. I'm pretty sure it is. If not, it's Aura. It's one of the 2. It's hard to keep track. Let's see. So... I'm not sure, other than the 3 SPs, I'm not really sure how the foils are going to go. Sometimes they do confirmed 2 foils every single box. Sometimes they scatter them between 1 and 2, and then dip in an extra double rare for the single foil boxes. Not sure what they did on this set, but we'll figure it out eventually. I'm really going into this just assuming this is a sealed case that this person just sold 1 out of. I think it's pretty fair. Let's give them some credit. I've only dealt with them once before, but, you know, they deserve some credit. Whether there's 0 or 3 SPs in here, though, we are not going to throw shade or praise anyone's way. So we're just going to leave their name out of this. I think they've learned their lesson that this is just a money pit that you don't actually make money from. Alright, so there's our aura to go with our mare. Or our mare to go with our aura, I guess. I'm pretty sure aura is the female one, though. Slightly more than an educated guess. Alright. Almost halfway through the first box. That was a hell of a sing-along. I don't think anyone expected the random singing scene at the end of the second season, or fourth season, not second season, Jesus Christ. I don't think anyone expected that. Though speaking of singing, I did go see One Piece Red yesterday. It was very good. The singing was pretty great as well, honestly. I liked a lot of the songs. I loved the visuals they did with the songs. I tried to look them up on YouTube to rewatch some of them. Crunchyroll has apparently not allowed that, so even their own clips don't show the actual movie scenes of when they're singing. They just show random animated, which, to be fair, some of them are pretty good. Pretty well done. But they don't have the actual scenes up yet. I like Beta. Beta seems like a very interesting character. I think my hand, I know my hands are a little cold, but I think it's actually affecting how I'm grabbing cards out. Feels a little weird. Alright. Another rare. Still no foils. Plenty of packs to go in this box. Plenty of boxes to go. I did make a... Ooh, there's our first foil. Let's wait until after we see that. And it is... Oh, that actually looks nice. I do remember when this first came out, for spoilers, them showing the SRs that are like this. The very dark colors in them. I think most of the Floor Guardians have them. They are nice looking for sure. So the mistake I was going to mention is normally I just leave boxes in the case and just grab them as I go. And this time I piled them up. So unfortunately I'm just staring at an intimidating pile of 18 boxes on my counter, or on my table. It's definitely more intimidating than not. So I don't think we'll make that mistake again. We still got to go through all the commons and uncommons. Everything in me wants to go ahead and not do that. That is a very low-res face. What the fuck? Or at least the mouth, I guess. The eyes are fine, but that's interesting. I don't know what scene that was from, but it's interesting. Alright, so 4 packs left. See if we can get a second foil in here or not. Hopefully. I'm weirdly not super worried about the SP ratios. I really just wanted to open this. Speaking of opening it, though, I am going to have 2 playsets. So those are going to be on the website probably before you watch this, actually. We're gonna, because I still have like 7 or 8 boxes left from my last case. So we should only be missing a few double rares. So we'll probably have to open, 1 or 2 boxes. Because the box I'm contributing probably isn't going to line up exactly with the 4 double rares that would have been, 4 or 5 double rares that would have been in the last box for this case. I guess that's another way to check, though. I can make sure every double rare at least has 3 copies. That would be a good way to check if this was a actual sealed case. Alright, last pack. We should get double rare or foil, I think. Hopefully. Something nice to look at. It looks like double rare is the answer. Sheltier. So, I'd go ahead and call that one Devilish Smile. I don't want to step on high school D&D there, but I would call that a Devilish Smile. That's my first thought. Huh. For some reason, I thought that was from the first season. That's interesting. Alright. And go on to box number 2. Still 16 more to go. I actually don't know what the go first, go second cards look like. I'm hoping we get them. That would be nice. Another unsleeved promo. That's so weird. This time Albedo, though. We are happier with that one. Sorry, I got a bunch of stuff. It's kind of sitting around. Gotta make some move. Gotta make some room, actually, by moving them. Alright. Let's see. Oh man, I did price check the Albedo the other day, the Secret Rare. That thing's over $2,000 already. It's pretty insane. Not super unexpected, just insane. I think the SP was like 400 or 500 too. That's really good for Japanese. It's certainly a rarity. Alright, let's just put sleeves over on that side. Make the right side all for commons, uncommons. Gonna have a lot of those. Okay, those are rares. For some reason, I couldn't see the foiling on this card, the Nabe. So I thought it wasn't a rare. But no, we got it. Okay, CR. Apex with the flex slot being a CR, we just toss that to the side to make sorting a little bit easier in the end. Alright. Got another Albedo. Hopefully we'll get all 4 of her. Or, I guess all 8. If we don't get 4, there's really something wrong here. 4? Yeah. It's either just that my fingers are cold or the cards are kind of sticking together. Just feel a little bit weird. Nabe. I assume it's just because my hands are cold. Obviously, even if the case is... I mean, we're questioning whether the case is searched or not in general, but that obviously doesn't have anything to do with how the cards feel. I'm just by coming out and saying I bought those 17 boxes, I'm just really... Ooh, first foil. First foil of the box, Albedo. I'm just really concerned... I know I haven't said their name or anything. I'm just really concerned people are going to think I'm throwing some shade or some doubt on them, and I don't want that. This is the main reason, no matter what we get, we are not saying where we picked these up. Another Albedo. Sheltier for a rare. Nothing that flex slot. Alright. Nothing that flex slot. Alright. Well, so far a couple single foil boxes. Does not look like there's any guaranteed double foil boxes here. Well, there'll be some, but every box isn't going to be double foiled like some sets, including Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, which we're going to be... Actually, by the time you see this, we might have opened a case already. And then, you know, we'll post that eventually. And we got Mare. Aura? Aura. Aura. I'm going to say that one's Aura. I'm just going to say the girl is Aura. Which I guess kind of doesn't make sense, since isn't Mare a female horse? I don't know about this one. I really don't. Let's get something fun and exciting in our foil slot. Ooh. It's one of those packs just not tabbed quite right to open easily. But we got a Sheltier in there, so that's good. I don't actually know what the good double rares from this set are. There's normally a couple. CR. Oh, almost forgot the rare. Luckily, when you do a case, you have plenty of extra rares. Not so much for double rares. Those ones are important to see. But the single rares, you can definitely miss a few of those ones and not be too sad. An entire box is just full of single rares from random sets. They just kind of exist. Since most of them are 10 cents or less on TCG Player, they are certainly not worth selling. Ooh, we got our first triple rare. That's a cool one. When Sheltier hunted her down and executed her. Yeah. That is our first foil of this box. Always hoping for two. I'm just going to go strong and keep saying that's Aura. I mean, the fact that mares are female kind of makes me want to say that's wrong, but I'm just going to keep with it. I really feel like that is Aura. Alright, looks like we got 5. Yep, 5 packs left in this box. We move on to box number 4. Almost there. Only 1 million more boxes staring me in the face on my table. We'll get there. Obviously, we really hope to get the Secret Rare Albedo, but let me be honest, the Ainz looks pretty dope too. Like, that's not a bad... Okay, interesting rip. That's not a bad secondary prize. That Ainz Secret Rare. That one looks gorgeous. Now, more realistically, maybe we can get the Albedo SP. That would be cool. Coyotes? I don't know why that sounds like a fucking car brand to me. So, it's probably not that. Cocytus. I think it's Cocytus. I'll forget it in 10 seconds, but I think it's Cocytus. I don't know why, I just had a rush of inspiration. Wow. Wow. I just fumbled all of my words there. That's impressive. Alright. We got our second triple rare. A very beautiful Albedo. That we're just gonna toss for some reason. Alright. Oh. I know we've gotten it before, but I just looked at the art a little bit deeper, and it looks amazing, actually. That's pretty nice. That's a cool double rare. Man, I do feel like we got a lot of mares, though. That's at least our third. I'm just curious if it's our fourth. It's 2, 3. That is actually our fourth mare. That's kind of funny. We already got a playset. 4 boxes, 4 mares. Alright. Well, you gotta count to 8 of them. That's the goal. So, you get 4 now, you'll get 4 later. Sheltier. Sheltier again. Alright. I'm gonna have to deal with these ooh, a second foil. 2 foil boxes do exist. Actually, did we get 2 foils with the, no. We got a triple rare last box and didn't get 2 foils. That's rare. Normally when you get triple rare, you get a second foil. Unless I just completely missed it, which happens a lot. Let's be honest. Alright, CR. A rare. I do have to clean up these commons and uncommons pretty soon. I do not have enough room on this table. It's a new table. I can't justify replacing it already. Not to mention furniture stores down here are not the cheapest thing in the world. So even small tables are expensive. Definitely pays to have a truck to move furniture, though. I feel like if I had one of those, I'd get pretty good deals on used furniture around here. Alright, last pack of this box. Best we can hope for is a double rare. Wouldn't mind it. No, we got the common, the Rainer common. Alright, let's push some commons and uncommons out of here. Alright. Let's go on to box number 5. 5? I think this is 5. Let's see, 4, 8, 11, 13, yes. Is this box number 4? That would be sad. No, I don't know what box we're on. I'm not gonna be able to mentally compute that, to be honest. So, let's just ignore it. This is a new promo. Alright. Let's ignore it. Alright. Let's get back to it. Ooh, another triple rare. Okay, that was quick. First pack triple rare. Second pack SP, right? Alright, I don't know it's an SP, but it's another foil, so that's pretty fucking funny. It is not an SP, but that was actually really funny. I got myself a little hyped up there. That's pretty cool. Okay. Oh, first pack foil, second pack foil. The rest of the box is gonna be a little lame. A little lame, but oh well. 1. There will be double rares in here. Four. Not in that one, but there will be double rares. Alright. Oh, there's our first one, Sheltier. It's got to be about a playset now, too, of her. So we're smoothing. We're making progress. I like it. Alright. double. Alright, I should hit 2 more here. It's 4. Felt a little thick. Alright, I think we got 1 more coming. Should probably move off the rares too. I'm out of here. Pile's getting a little large. Alright, and last double rare is a Nabe. I'm gonna be honest. The main reason I like Nabe is there's one scene in, I think, the 2nd season where she's undercover. Ripped weird too, that's annoying. She's undercover with Ainz as Mormont. And someone says something, I don't remember what, but it pisses her off. And she's about to lunge at him. And Ainz just cry chops her in the fucking head, and she just squeaks, and it's the funniest thing in the goddamn world to me. Don't know why. Well, we got our go first, go second cards. Let's see what those are. Ainz makes sense. Can we get a... Oh, we can. We can get an Albedo. Very cool. So those are our go first, go second cards. So we've already gotten those, and we've gotten the point cards. So we should be set on extra things. Not bad. Not bad. Alright. So, still got plenty of cards to go through, though. Alright, I was looking for the rares. I literally just moved off the screen. Alright, double rare. Why do I feel like we haven't gotten that one yet? That would be a fucking miracle if we're this far in and didn't get that. That's kind of a fucking miracle. Or I think this is our 6th box, and that's the first time we've gotten that double rare. That's fucking annoying. Oh, we're gonna have to see that one a lot coming up here. We need 7 more copies of that in the next, like, 10 boxes. 11 boxes. Oh, I am less annoyed. Is this... This is the other double rare. If this was the double rare we had just gotten the first one of, that would be insane. But, oh, baby, and Ainz. Alright, so we got the SP Ainz. That's pretty good, as the kids would say. I don't know what kids say. They say bet a lot. I don't really understand why. I know I have... Yes, I put the sleeves to the left side for once. I remember this now, because I want them out of the way. Oh, baby! Well, we got our first SP. That was a very good sign. That was a very good sign. We like that. Now, don't get me wrong. My biggest concern is with search product isn't necessarily just they took all 3 SPs. My main concern is they opened one box, got an SSP or an SP, and then passed the rest of the boxes. So there's still SPs. That's my chief concern when, you know, people talk about searching boxes. I've done the math. And the math is not up to date. The math is old. You make, like, I think it's $20 to $50 extra per case if you search out all 3. That being said, I have a feeling if you just open one box and it happens to be an SP and you sell the rest of them, that's a lot more profit than $20 to $50. So I worry about both of those. Most people, when they talk about searching cases, they're talking about taking all of the hits out and having completely dead boxes. And that's just, I don't think that common. That seems like a way worse business practice. I mean, no matter what you do, if you're searching, even if you're leaving some live boxes, it's still a horrible business practice because your customers aren't completely retarded. Eventually, they're going to figure it out. But, I don't know. I just don't think searching case for 3 hits is that profitable. I think it's weird. I was really excited to see another SP, and then I remember we're still in the same box. I don't remember what this girl's name was. She became the mayor of the city. I don't remember what her name was. I really don't. Or her little boyfriend, of course. Alright. So I think that's 6 boxes. So that's good. We're supposed to get SPs 1 out of 6 boxes or so. Don't get me wrong, we've opened cases on this channel where our first SP was in box 12. And I emphasize cases since it happened more than once. But, well, 11, I know one was 12 and I think one was 11 boxes in. But, you know, I think we can essentially call it 12 both ways. So, it does feel good to get one relatively early to mid-stage, though. That part feels good. And I'm really glad it was the Heinz. A lot of the floor Guardians, we just are not overly interested in seeing SPs of. Just honestly not. We'll take them. We don't really want to see them. You know what? I think I'm going to sort through the double rares at the end of this case. I want to see what those look like. I think that's an easier way to tell if a case was searched. Again, I don't particularly think this person did. I just think it's an interesting little experiment, since I am very against buying from random people. I am. I always have been. But, I mean, some people deserve credit. Let's foil? What? I've never gotten a duplicate foil in a case ever in my life. I don't think. I was saying give credit where credit is due, but okay, that's fucking weird. I literally don't think I've ever gotten a double of a foil in a single case in my life. So that feels a little bad. I know stuff happens, though. We're not gonna think the worst right away. That's just really fucking weird. You don't see that very often. Bushiroad is really good about their ratios. You know, they break it probably under 1% of the time, where they won't give you your correct ratios. So it's really rare, but, I mean, shit happens, right? We're not going to assume the worst quite yet. Alright, a few more packs to go. Was that 2 foils or 1 foil? It's 1 foil so far. So we still have potential for another foil. There's another mare. Jesus. We're getting all of our mares out of the way. We got 4 in the first 4 boxes, and we've probably gotten 2 since. We are getting her out of the way. The last few boxes are probably not going to have many, if any, of her. Unless they're different mares. I don't think they would give her 2 double rares in a 10 double rare set. That would be an interesting choice. Ainz or Albedo I could see. Ainz did get 2 double rares. I don't remember if Albedo did or not, but Ainz definitely got 2 double rares. Which, I still think we've only seen that one. Okay, here's one. I think maybe we're on 2 now. No, we have still only seen 1 of this double rare. That is just astronomical chances there. I don't understand. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more cases, and we need 7 more of that double rare. Ooh, so we're not going to get any mares in the last few boxes, but we're definitely going to get a bunch of those. That's the prevailing theory. It's definitely a good sign there's only been 1 point card and only 1 go first, go second, though. I don't know. The foil just freaked me out. I'm a little paranoid of it. That's all there is to it. A little paranoid. Oh, it's got a little surface imperfection. Just have to throw that pack away so I don't end up putting that in a playset. I don't think anyone is super going to care about a surface imperfection in a Climax common, but it's better just to toss it than to give it to someone in their playset. Assuming people get playsets, let's be honest. Ooh, nice triple rare. The playset market has not been great. It's gotten a little bit better. Seikano, especially, you really noticed people stopped over-ordering. Everyone that thinks boxes are $40 to $50 now and everyone's going to sell at a loss, just an FYI, we all kind of stopped over-ordering things. So, get used to normal prices coming back slowly. That's for sure. That is for sure. It's the wrong Eins, man. Oh, we're getting worried about that 1 Eins. We are. Nabe. We're doing pretty good on the Nabes, I think. Definitely got more than our first playset of them. It's another double rare we haven't seen much of, honestly. But boxes are put in random orders, so that'll happen. You're guaranteed your ratios per case. You're not guaranteed your ratios in the first 10 boxes. Those are going to be random. Ratios always smooth out in the end, though. Like I did mention, the last box we open is actually going to be from my stock, so, you know, the ratios might not smooth out perfectly there, but they're going to be pretty close. Sheltier. Alright. Last pack of this box. I think we got 1 foil, so we still got a chance. We do not have a chance anymore. That's fair. Move those commons over to the side there. Carefully not lose anything, hopefully. Let's just clean up these rares, too. Throw them in the pile. Throw them in the pile. Alright. And our promo is Eins. I think that's our second or third one. Alright. Oof. I just got a... I don't know what the opposite of a second wind is, but I just got whatever the fucking opposite of a second wind is. Oof. I don't know what that was. Like the runner's wall, I guess, is the only thing I can think of. or they just hit a random wall they have to push past. I don't know what just happened. Ooh. Oh, we got an aura, probably aura. I don't know. Aura or mare. One of the two. I think aura. Ah, I keep forgetting my sleeves are over on the left side. Alright, that's pretty good. We got another SP. We're hoping for that golden 3, baby. If this was a case where he only sold one box out of it, I really hope that box didn't have an SP. Otherwise, the rest of this opening is going to be pretty boring. If it didn't have an SP, though, we still have one exciting thing to look forward to. Ooh, look at that. You guys know how much I like blue. Shiny blue. Now I like that even more. I have to say. I like that even more. Alright, so we're out of foils for this box. Let's try to get through to those double rares as quickly as we can. Oh my god, we have so many mares. If you told me we already had 8 mares, I would not be, like, shocked. I really wouldn't. It feels like we've gotten them all already. Alright. There's an Albedo. We like seeing her a little bit more than a mare. Alright. There's an Albedo. We still like seeing her more than mares. That's for sure. Not that we're getting any more Albedos or mares this box, since we got them all. Ooh, we are really hoping for at least that Albedo SP, if not one of the secret rares. I think the Albedo SP is worth more than the Ein's secret rare, but we'd rather have the Ein's secret rare, just because I like it more. But we are really hopeful we're getting one of those 3 cards. Does not matter to me what one we get, other than the Albedo, I guess. I would rather $2,000. Yeah, fair enough. That would be a nice card to get back as a 10. Mare. Alright. Oops. Alright. Back at it again. That's for you. Man, I hate the flex slot. I'm pretty sure I say it every video. I try not to say it. I do. I actively say to myself, don't complain about the flex slot. No one gives a shit. I fucking hate the flex slot, though. It's the goddamn worst. It really is. Ugh. I'm sorry. I don't want to complain about it, but I can't not. I hate it so much. Ooh, number 2, baby. We got number 2. Not bad. Need 7 more in 7 boxes. Okay. Nope, we only need 6 more. Technically, we only need 5 more because that could be one of the ones that would have been in the very last box. So we still need a lot per box. Really close to that 1.0 ratio for that double rare here. That's what we really need. Oh my gosh. That Sheltier, I just cannot stop thinking Devilish Smile when I look at it. Just every time. Alright. No foils yet in this box. We're pretty close to the end, so we're going to get something exciting in this box. Quicotus. That time I just said it wrong on purpose, I'm not going to lie. I just wanted to say it in the weirdest way I could think of in half second, and that's what came to my mind. Oop. I think we're already at 3 or 4 of him. Demi something. I think it's like Demi Rigus or something. Ugh. I feel like shit not knowing that, but something along those lines. Alright, I think we still need a foil, don't we? Alright, well, one pack. I think we need a foil. Maybe we got the triple rare in there. Oh, we do get the foil. Alright, we get the aura. Very cool. I do like the darked out colors, though, on that set of cards. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 7 more boxes. And then we have to open the box from my case. So, 8 more boxes to go. Get that blade out a little bit. The metal's touching the box, or the saran wrap, and opening it weird. So, we need that blade out a little bit. Demi-Urgus. Oh, I think there's a G in there somewhere. Alright. Stuff that trash can down. Alright. Nabe. Ooh. Man, they packaged these ones weird. Got this little flap going on there. It was apparently up against the top of the box. Another Eins, not the one we are hoping to get a million of, but another Eins. Ugh. If I'm missing like one copy of a double rare and have to open like 5 boxes, ugh, I'm gonna be so pissed. Honestly, so pissed. And then I have to hope someone buys my playsets too. Oh, that would be a disaster. Oh well. We'll see. Hopefully we get lucky and we only have to open a couple of my boxes in order to get all the double rares we need for 2 playsets. That's the plan. Alright. There's a double rare aura. I think that was our first double rare of the case, was the aura, in fact. And then, of course, we got the SP aura. Or flex slots. So, not too much going on with the shop. Foil Albedo, very cool. Not too much going on with the shop. Obviously, pre-orders open for a million things. Though, I swear someone pinged me saying they wanted Heaven's Burn. I think it was like 2 months ago or something when they first announced it. I'm pretty sure it was Heaven's Burn. Someone's like, tell me the second you get Heaven's Burn. Ooh, I think that's copy number 3, boys. I can't remember who, though. I am so sorry. But, I put up some new pre-orders. One of which is Heaven's Burn. Heaven's Burn, they did not decide to give me, or anyone else, actually, much notice. Distributor cutoff is 11/23. It is, this watch doesn't have a date on it. It's the 14th, 15th, somewhere around there. And then you're going to see this like a day or 2 later than that even. So, yeah, they essentially gave us a 1-week notice. A little bit of change, but essentially a 1-week notice. So, if you want Heaven's Burn, definitely go ahead and put in your order. I will say for the 3 sets I put up, let's see, Heaven's Burn, English Bang Dream, 5th anniversary. There's another Japanese set. Oh, shit, what's that one called? The Strongest in the World or something? Something along those lines is the anime title. Those ones, I don't want. I'm going to be honest. I don't want them. I don't want extra boxes of them. I'm only doing cases and trial decks. That's it. Cases and trial deck displays or cases. So 6 or 48. I'm not ordering a single extra one. Wow, he looks good in that art. I'm not ordering a single extra one of any of those. I'm just not interested. So if you do want cases of those, you really need to order now. I'm just not going to have any extra. A couple of them I thought about not putting up at all. But I figured maybe someone wants them. But that's, so I posted in my Instagram story announcing the pre-orders that I wasn't going to be doing individual boxes for these. And I did specify that's not, I'm not doing individual boxes for every set. Most sets I'm going to do individual boxes for, but I just don't want to touch any of these 3 products, to be honest with you. So we're just not. We're just straight choosing not to deal with the single boxes. I'm sorry. If, 30 people buy single boxes and I'm left with 4 boxes left over. I don't know. How do I do math? 6 boxes left over. I don't want to have those 6 boxes. I don't. So I'm just not doing single boxes on those 3 sets. I think that's going to be a very rare thing. I did almost do it on Azure Lane, though. I came really close to doing it on Azure Lane, but I think the worst part of Azure Lane for me is, 4 different types of trial decks? Ugh. I've sold exactly 2 of each trial deck. So chances are very strong we're going to be opening 4 of each trial deck on the channel. I don't think many of them are going to pre-order out. Definitely had a few people pick up cases, though, so it's a good set, but that's a lot of fucking trial decks. Oh, that's not the irons we want, baby. That is not the one. That is the one. That's our 3rd or our 4th. I can physically see 3 of them right now. It's either our 3rd or our 4th one. Alright. So, after this box, I have to move these comments. They're going to start falling over. So, I'm going to need a minute. Pause the video real quick. CR. Alright, I'm pause the video. I'll be back in, well, for you, I guess, no time. Alright, the 3 people that are still watching, I am back. Got 5 more boxes from this case, and then my box. So, we still got 6 chances at an SP here. Hoping to get the Albedo SP or either of the secret rares. Really, really bad. Especially since we already pulled the Ainz SP, we're probably not going to get another Ainz SP. But he's the only SP I was super interested in other than Albedo. Alright. Oh, it's not going to be in that pack. That is for sure. We've deduced that. Yes, I am recording. Perfect. To be fair, it's just easier for me to assume I'm a moron and forgot to hit record. Alright. Let's keep going. See if we can find another burst of energy. That's not the Ainz we're looking for. I am a little nervous about that Ainz, I'm going to be honest. We need to get 7. Ooh, we got a foil, Evil Eye, Founder Mask, our local princess carrying enthusiast. She did enjoy being princess carried a lot more than I expected. Alright, Albedo. Okay, not a triple rare. As a CR. Alright, still half a box to go. Got one foil, but can I have another? I can. We got a nice looking beta. Our resident werewolf. Lichen? I don't know, is she a lichen or a werewolf? I guess I don't know what's going on there. I'm sure the difference is important, but I just couldn't tell you what the difference is. Alright, so we got both our foils. Ooh, I think we now have a playset of the signs. Ooh, I told you he'd come out at the end and Mare wouldn't show her face. I knew it. Alright, we got 4 more boxes from this case. I'd love to see a third high rarity card. Which I guess probably describes SRs and triple rares. So that's probably not a good descriptor, but bam, a rare pile. Alright, 4 more boxes from this case. I don't know, they're just peeling weird. Obviously they're not resealed. I'm just saying they're peeling so weird. I don't know what Bushiroad's doing nowadays. They're just some interesting folks, you know? Interesting folks. Alright. Well, I mean, in the end, 2 is the number of SPs I expected. So, anything over that's going to be fantastic. Ooh. Very nice. Very nice. Still don't know his name. Demiurgus? I don't know. He has a name, though. Just don't know what it is. It's amazing how much of a show you can watch without knowing the characters' names. Just based on how they look, it's very easy to follow. But, I don't know, at least I'm kind of approximate on most of them. Like, that one starts with a T. I mean, for a character that minor, that's pretty good, right? Her name starts with a T. I'm relatively happy with that. No, I thought I would think of her name by now, but I can't. Oh, was that an extra? No, that wasn't an extra card. Okay. Always got to double check you're counting to the right number there, 4. Because of the fucking flex slots. Alright. Almost done with this box. I feel like we did not have too many double foil boxes. Compared to normal, at least. Wonder how many foils we'll end up with. I was about to say a couple more packs, but it turns out we have more than that. We got 5. Alright. So I mentioned on Instagram... Oh, you bitch, I never wanted to see you again. That's not what I mentioned on Instagram, for the record. I mentioned on Instagram we were going to have 3 pretty cool openings this week. Approximately this week. One of them might slip to the weekend, might slip to Monday or Tuesday, but very likely to be this week adjacent. Oh, I think that's number 5. We're getting there. In case you didn't figure it out, this is one of them. We're also going to do a Kobayashi case. We sold Sorry, it's cracking me up. We pre-sold pre-orders for playsets. And so we are going to be doing a case of that. So that's pretty exciting. That's the second video. And the third video, I'm supposed to get, I think Thursday or Friday, I'm supposed to get PSA orders back. So we'll be doing that for our third video of the week. Now, you'll notice Sword Art Online has not been mentioned. Well, that's because we didn't pre-order playsets of that. So, I think I'm doing playsets for the English version, if you're interested in playsets for the English version. But no one bought any for the Japanese version, so we're not going to open any of that. I think I have some boxes left on the site. I couldn't tell you how many, but I think I have some boxes left over on the site. Not a triple rare. So if you are interested in Sword Art, I don't think we have any cases left over, just individual boxes that I'll be getting in a few days here. Yeah, I think that's it. So if you are interested, definitely pick those up now before they're gone. I want to know how many of those we have. We are counting double rares at the end of this. I'll pause it and just show the results, but I am counting double rares. We have way too many mares. That's ridiculous. I mean, it's going to be exactly 8 just to spite me, but I just feel like we have too many of them. And we won't include the ones from my box from my case either, obviously. We'll just keep it to that. Alright. Another Albedo. Oof. That pile of boxes is finally getting relatively small. There's only 2 left over there, and then I have 1 to my right, but that's obviously from a different case. Man, we got a lot of Coyotes, too. I like saying it stupid ways. I don't even want to know how it's pronounced now. I just like saying it this way. Coyotes, Coatl. No, I'm not going to say Coatl. That's a real word. A word we're going to be using later this week when we open up some Dragon Maid with some Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl. Wow. No, I can't speak tonight. I'm really glad. I thought I was going to get my Dragon Maids in today, but FedEx showed a delay. So I'm really glad. I could not have opened 2 cases tonight. Oh my god, I cannot speak. Quetzalcoatl. See, there we go. Quetzalcoatl. See, I can say it. So we're going to be saying that. Oh, God help us. We're going to be trying to say that later this week for the Dragon Maid opening. I don't think we got that 0 drop Eins, or level 0 Eins in this one. So that's kind of scary. I think we're going to need to get 1 or 2 of those out of my boxes. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. And we got an aura for our PR. Alright. Alright. 2 boxes left from this 17 boxes. Then we'll move over to mine. I'm not telling you to remind you, I'm telling you to remind myself, to be honest. I can't remember the details of most things anymore. Oh, that's not a triple rare. Man, this set really is not packed with foils per box. If you are interested in the foils, I probably put them up already on the website under the Japanese singles tab. Normally, ooh, there we go. Normally for Japanese foils, somewhere between like 2, 3, maybe 350 a pop. I do it in a bulk lot. If you're interested, it will probably still be up. I normally post it on Instagram, cardpunk.games. A little bit earlier, though. Ooh, okay, we got Mare. We got Aura in this version earlier. So that's both our foils for this box. We got one box left to get that third SP. Otherwise, we can kind of assume they opened one box, got an SP, and passed it on. I mean, there's a chance a customer, like he said, you know, bought one box and happened to get an SP, and then he couldn't find any more customers. So I shouldn't be quite so hyperbolic about it. But, you know. Yeah, no. And the alternative is 0 SPs, so it's okay-ish. Come on, baby. Open up. Alright, we're mainly looking for that Ein's double rare. The level 0. I should specify that. I think we're up to 5. We would like to see a 6th. And then next box, we would love to see a 7th. Otherwise, we know this didn't all come from one case. Alright. Oh. Alright. Last box of the 17, and then we'll do lucky number 18 from me. Oh man. This saran wrap just tears horribly. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's a disaster. Ouch. Alright, Albedo. I mean, we didn't get double. We did not get double go first, go second cards. We did not get double points cards. So, I mean, the chances of this being from one case are really good. So, plus like 3 to restore faith in humanity. Ooh, and we got one of those. Very nice. Hopefully we have 7 now. 7 is the minimum number we should have. If there was only one missing from a case. One box missing from a case. So if we have 7 of those, we're pretty straight there. It's also definitely a chance I missed one while going through commons and uncommons. That time I did that for that Kaguya and opened like 5 extra boxes still haunts me. Ugh. Alright, but let's see what the foil or foils. Hopefully foils, because that's just an SR. I don't know. That's scary. That is scary. Alright. Oh, if we don't get a third SP, it's still fair game. Someone could just bought a box. It doesn't mean he opened the box and saw an SP. Just, you know, that's a triple rare. That's not an SP. Alright, well, that's a bunch of fucking disappointment, that's for sure. Alright, well, I guess we're getting 2 SPs in this almost case. Yeah, I guess we can call it an almost case. It's disappointing. We did get a little bit of a deal on it. It wasn't quite full case price, but it wasn't the best deal. So, hopefully, someone's interested in the playsets. If not, Ripperino. Alright, we do for sure, I think, need one more of those level 0 Eins in here, though. Otherwise, it did not come from all the same case. Alright. We have 1 pack left. We need to get 7 of those double rares. If we do not at least have 7 of each double rare, then it's not from the same case. That's literally guaranteed. So, let's open my case. I'm going to put all these double rares off to the side. We're going to sort through them and check afterwards. And that'll give us our final verdict. And this is my case. As you can tell, it looks like shit. So, that's why we're opening this one. Alright. Hopefully we end up with a 3rd SP because of this box. Our promo, Albedo. Alright. Oof, that's rough. That is rough. Hey, well, if we didn't get the number we needed, at least we got that one. That goes towards our total. Not the total I'm going to show you at the end of this. Just the it exists total for playsets. Buddy. One foil. Sheltier is cool though. One foil. Come on, second foil, be good to us. Otherwise, we're not super excited. Alright. Hopefully there's another foil. Most of these boxes have not had additional foils. So, we'll not be shocked if we don't get one, but it would be nice if we did. Alright. First half of the box done. Just push the commons and uncommons away a little bit. I guess the promos, but meh. Alright. Oh, another double. Now if we see a 5th double rare, so if we see 2 more double rares, I think that means we do not get another foil. So, we don't want to see that. Okay, if we get 1 more double rare, I don't think we get a foil. 4 more packs to go. We're going to get one of those things. I think. I'm pretty sure we get one of those things. Ooh, every look at that flex slot is kind of tense. 2 packs. Oh, that's a foil. Alright, let's rip it off like a Band-Aid. Go! Wow, okay. Well, I got an SP for my case. That's pretty good, and it wasn't a garbage one. It was one you like to see. Mr. Ines. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get that in the sleeve. We got double lines, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. So you've already seen him, but go ahead and see him again. There's the nice looking eyes. If you're interested, there's a real chance at least one of those is on the website right now. Alright. Alright. So, I'm put these off to the side. These are just rares that don't matter. So, I'm going to take this pile of double rares, see what we have, and that is our final verdict of whether this all came from one case or multiple cases. Hopefully one, just so we have our ratios. We'll see. We can go ahead and give it a pause and be right back with you. Well, here's our drum roll. 1 complete playset of double rares. 3 random extra ones. Notice no mare. So I was pleasantly surprised about that. So 3 extras. you know, normally you get 1, 2 extras per case. This was only 17 boxes, so that's unfortunate. A 50% playset. We have 4 each of 5 different double rares. We have 4 each of these 4, or 3 each, sorry, of these 4 double rares. That's normal. We're missing 1 box, so we're going to be missing double rares. 2 copies of this Albedo. What that means is, without a doubt, we did not get a case, or we did not get 17 boxes from the same case. That is not possible. You get, in one case, you get 2 full play sets plus a couple extras, 1 to 2 extras. We only got 6 of this Albedo. If this was 7, we put this here, say that's a 3, that means we're missing 1 of 5, which would mean a box. So that's even more damning. Since if we had this extra Albedo, let's say this Sheltier is an Albedo. If we had this, that means the missing box, the box that was allegedly sold from this, had 5 double rares in it. Which means the box allegedly sold from this would not have contained an SP. It would have a single foil in it, not an SP. So, we have 2 pieces of damning evidence. The number of double rares, and the fact that there were 5 missing, which means no matter what, they would not have gotten an SP in the box they opened. There's nothing around that. So we officially are saying this came from multiple cases. That is, I mean, Bushiroad can fuck up. That's a 1%, and that 1% is valid. 99%, these came from 2 cases. So let's add the 4 that we got here. Let's see. What do we need? So we crossed this Albedo off, or this Ainz off. That's off our list. We didn't need the Nabe. We didn't need the Coyotes. And we crossed this Ainz off. What does that mean? That means we need 1 Demi Rouge, 1 of this Albedo, and what's going to cost me a lot of money? 2 of that Albedo. So we have to open a minimum of 2 additional boxes. I have 4. I have 4 boxes. We are not guaranteed to complete a second playset. Oh, that's dirty. Wait, 5 boxes? Nope, 4 boxes. That is dirty. So, no matter which way you're looking at it, unless Bushiroad fucked up that 1%, it is 99% this person sold me boxes from multiple cases. Which is really unfortunate, to be honest. It really is. You know what? Let's go through promos. Let's just look at the promos, see if they even out. There's going to be 1 missing promo because we have 17. So let's see if they even out. 2, 3. Okay, so this would have to be the missing promo unless there's 5. If there's 5. 2, 3. Okay. 2, 3. Okay. Not looking great. 2. No. 2. 2. How many promos are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's fine. There were 7 promos. So, looking at the promos doesn't actually help us. There were 7 of them. So, Promos don't say anything. The double rares say a couple things. The SPs could be unfortunate, but says a little bit. I mean, case closed, we're going to say, you know, this was not out of the same box, and that's, or out of the same case. And that's unfortunate. Like I said, we're not going to say their name. We're not going to deal with any of that shit. That's irrelevant. I'm pretty sure this video is forever long. So we're going to go over the foils as always real quick. Also, the double of one foil. I mean, that just doesn't happen. I've never seen it happen. So that's another 1%. That's a 1% on top of a 1% for the double rares being wrong. No. I'm just going to go ahead and say no, these are not from the same case. I'm not putting the guy on blast. That's fine. It is what it is. I knew I was buying 17 loose boxes. I'd been under the assumption they were from the same case. It was not a good assumption, but we did get SPs. Out of the 17 boxes, we got 2. We got the Eins and we got the Aura. And then out of the 1 box I had, we got an Eins. You know what? We're gonna let's open up our 4 boxes. Let's make this the world's longest video. We'll open up our 4 boxes just until we have the double rares. So we have another playset. It's probably going to cost me $200 to make another playset here, but whatever. Ooh, we got a pointy card though. That's very cool. And another promo. Alright, you know what? Dumb decision. I should move all this out of the way first. And then we'll deal with it. So, because they're not from the same case, instead of, you know, 50 or 100 bucks, it's probably going to cost me closer to 200 to get these specific double rares. But, I want to make extra play sets, so let's go with it. This Albedo is going to be rough. If I open 4 boxes and don't get one, it's going to be legitimately rough for me. Or I don't get 2. If I don't get 1, that's really bad. But if I don't get 2, it's really trash. So let's see if we can get an SP. Sheltier, not a good start, but that's fine. We're going to have duds. We're just throwing away commons. We certainly don't need more commons and uncommons. Alright. We don't need more rares either, but we have a habit of keeping them anyways. Oh, for some reason, I thought that rare foiling was a lot sooner, in the pack. Thought it was in the flex slot. Confused me a bit. Alright. I'm just gonna dump some extra money, I guess. Okay. Demirigus is complete. He's not our main concern, but he's complete. That's 4. That's 4. Great. Alright. What we need is another SP out of these 4 boxes, though, I'm going to be honest. That's where we got to be. Oh, I was hoping this was going to be a nice, fun video. I'm a little jaded at the end of it, not going to lie. Let's put the extra double rares there. A little jaded at the end of it. Mayor. Good news, if we only have to open 2 boxes, though, to get the playset, I'll still have a couple boxes to sell. That would be good. Unlikely, but good. No, that's not a CR. If they're CRs, I'll still keep them. That way I don't have to go through as many cards. It's one of those Albedos. Alright, so that completes our playset of that. So the only thing we need is 2 of those and an SP. 2 of those and an SP. That's a CR? I think that's a CR. That's a CR for sure. Alright, so 2 more of those Albedos and an SP. If we can get 2 more Albedos without opening all of these boxes, I'll be pretty excited. Those specific ones. I mean, also SP I would be excited for, too. If it's not the Albedo SP, though, ooh, that's actually the best SR in the case. I remember this one. So that's pretty cool. If we open a SP that's not Albedo, we're actually still losing money on these 4 boxes. The rest of them are mostly sub 100. We know we're not going to get an Nines because we already opened an Nines out of this. So that would be interesting. A third Nines. Oh my gosh. That would be a thing. Alright. Ooh. Apparently my cases aren't quite as brittle as the other ones. That one did not want to rip. Alright. Another Albedo promo. Very cool. Very cool. Alright, I've calmed down a little bit. I think I'm good. Sucks, but that's the world we live in, right? I always say, don't trust loose boxes. I just really wanted to open Overlord Volume 2, so I trusted loose boxes. It's my own fault. Not going to worry too much about it. But hopefully it works out for the best, and we get a secret rare. If we get a secret rare, we definitely break even on these 4 boxes. Either that or 10 times the value, I guess, depending on which secret rare we get. Alright, so let's see. Little concerned we're going to go through all 4 boxes and not get 2 of these Albedos, though. That time I had to open 5 boxes for an extra Kaguya. Really makes me worry. We won't even get 1 Albedo here. Because this is from a different case. So, this is from one of my cases. We don't know what's in there or not in there. I think we got that Nabe in the other case. So that's 1 foil this box? Or 2? I think that's 2. I think we got the lambs out of this box. I'm not positive. It's not the double rare. Alright. So we're back on track. We're looking for an SP here. That's the goal. More so than the 2 double rares. We want to justify having opened another 4 boxes. Woohoo, baby! We got 1. Alright, we're making baby progress. Well, we're definitely not getting another one in this case. Ooh, we did get a triple rare. So that's 2 foils in this box. Or sorry, we're not getting another one of those in this box. Hopefully in the rest of this case we'll get 1 more. Ooh. Oh, that is a CR, isn't it? Okay. And a rare. Alright. 2 more left. I didn't put them in a very convenient place to open them. I didn't think I was going to open them, but heat of the moment. Heat of the moment. We would not mind another go first, go second card. That's still on the table as well. They're only worth like $5 or $10 normally, but we would not mind another one. We have a weird little pile of go first, go second cards. Let's just move this a little bit over here. I don't care if you guys now get to see my table. I do have a weird little pile of go first, go second cards. I don't know why. I just kind of keep them. I like looking at them once in a while. What I really need to deal with is my pile of playmats. I don't know if you saw my Instagram picture of 49 playmats I have laying around, but I really should deal with those. They're also not worth very much, but I should deal with them. I've had a lot of people in the past ask me to buy playmats, and I have very rarely said yes. So I should post them. And, ooh, we got something. I think we got that Albedo in the other case as well. Maybe there's not a ton of foils on this set, actually. Gotten a couple duplicates from between the cases. And we did get one duplicate in a case, supposedly. I mean, if we had gotten 7 of those Albedos, honestly, we would just thrown out to, you know, shit happens. It's probably not their fault. But I don't know about that one. And it sucks. You know, they bought stuff from me before. You know, I felt pretty comfortable, but that's my fault. Should never do that. I don't want this to be all about, like, raging out. Oh my god. I'm so scared we're not going to get that double rare after throwing another $200 worth of boxes at him. I don't want this to be just me raging. I should relax about it. I knew it was a possibility going into it, so. Ooh. I saw the level 3 and I got excited that it would be the Albedo, but it was the Nabe. Alright, that's a CR. Alright, well, we got 3 more packs plus 1 box. Oh, baby! So I said we'd just open until we get the Albedo, but I'm at this point. We got 1 box left. Let's just fucking go for it. Let's go. Right? No one wants to buy a single box. I don't want to ship a single box anyways. Let's just go for it. Alright, 1 more box. We got our second playset. Alright, 1 more box. That's it. We're empty. No more boxes. Alright. Oh, this one's got some damage on it anyways. So, turns out we're playing the game I like to call... I haven't thought of a name of it. I thought I would by then. But we're going to play the game where we see if the last few of Jesse's boxes has anything in it. That game normally works out well for me. Statistically, since we started it, the fuck it, no one's buying it, I'm just going to open the rest of my boxes has worked out very well. It's been a great game, especially with trial decks. Trial decks. Oh, and Quince. Oh, Quince 2 was... Or was that Quince 1? That was Quince 2, right? The Quince 2 one, I think, was the first one we officially played. I'd played a few before that where I just kind of opened them. But, that first one we did, the Quince 2, oh my god, that was beautiful. 5 boxes, SSP and SP. Yeah. That was a good day. It's definitely a couple great trial deck ones, too. That Ice, actually, I just sold. This weekend, in fact. Ice Wallenstein. That one was good. The Sakano I really should try to sell. I haven't actively tried to sell that one yet. I think I posted it once on the Facebook group, and I have it up on my website, but I haven't actively tried to sell it. I should probably do that. Evil Eye. We did get that one in the last case. Alright. Well, there's a much smaller chance that my open the last box plan works. But if it works, that's great. Got 1 more side to open. Technically, we could get a second foil. And if we get it, hopefully it's a second SP. Well, there's our second foil, so that did not work. It does, if we consider that first box we opened from my leftover case, then we did get an SP out of the last 5 boxes. Just not out of the last 4. So the very last box was definitely a waste. It only took 3 boxes to get 2 of that double rare, which is pretty good. We're happy with that. And we're going to have 2 playsets to sell. So that is also pretty good, right? I think it's at least passable. I'd say this was indeed an opening, at least. How's that? This was an opening. So what was that? 22 boxes? Oh my god. I'm so glad Dragon Maid got, my shipment got delayed today. Ugh. Gonna make a couple playsets tonight. And tomorrow we're gonna open Dragon Maid. And get that up. I'll make a couple playsets of that too. Alright, that's it. That's all. That's what we got. We got 3 SPs, 2 of which are Eins, which if we're going to get double SP that isn't Albedo, it might as well be Eins, right? And then an Aura. Alright, well, 22 boxes down, 3 SPs. Not the ideal number, but that's okay. And we did get our playsets, so not bad. Well, like I said, 2 more great videos. Well, hopefully great videos. Haven't seen the grades on those PSAs. Don't know what we're getting in the Kobayashi case, but a couple passable videos coming up later this week. So look forward to those for sure. This one will probably go up Tuesday. Maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday. I don't really know. It will go up, though, at some point. I guess if not, then you don't know I'm saying this, so that's fine. As always, cardpunk.games, best source for sealed product. Check it out on Instagram. Definitely post a lot of sales early there before anywhere else. I post up pre-orders before anyone else. Last calls for sets that distributors are about to cut off. Things like that. So once in a while you get a picture not store related. That one's a little rare though. I'm going to be honest. I'm a boomer. Instagram's not the easiest thing for boomers to do. It just doesn't come to our minds. But occasionally you'll get a fun picture here and there. But either way, check it out. Hope you enjoyed the opening. 22 boxes. I am drained. I'm ready to take like a 15-minute break and see where I go from there. So hope you guys have a good rest of your week and look forward to a couple more videos coming out this week. Peace.